Rupam. The translation of this verse: me holding the Veda books on hand, fire in eyes, with lotus flower, grazing in blessing hands, and one hand with japamala, beautifully decorated with jeweled ornaments in wonderful clothes and shining crown. Her name is Manonmani. And another verse from the Mulagama Manonmani Dhyana describes Devi. This Dhyana shloka says, ध्यायेत् देवीं नेत्रां शशिनिभवदनां वेदहस्तां ददानां सव्ये पद्मां वरदमपरे चाभयं चाक्षमालां दिव्यैराभरणैर्विभूषिततनुं ब्रह्मादिविपूजितां देवीमेव मनोन्मणिं प्रतिदिनं कामार्थदात्रीं शुभाम्. In the translation for this verse, I meditate on Devi with three eyes, glowing like a moon and holding the Veda lotus and grazing with blessing in grazing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and other many gods and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day. And in the Hindu tradition, the divine element of gold is used in abundance in all the traditional worship and rituals and in offerings to the divine. So let us look at the significance of this divine element of gold as described in this verse from Atharva Veda. This verse describes Tredajutam janmanedam hiranyam agnirekam priyatamam babhuva somasyaikyam insitasya parapatata apamekam veda samreta ahutatte hiranyam trividasta vaivishe. The translation for this verse, it says, triply born by birth is this gold. From the atoms of Agni is one, it becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was third. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apa, the watery molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. The gold is a divine element in the Hindu tradition. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of great spiritual significance and spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and in anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. Gold is present in all the Hindu scriptures, the Agamas, Vedas, Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasas, Puranas. In all the Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that gold is the most auspicious and purest metal which purifies our being. In the Hindu civilization, everything was built in gold, exchanged in gold. Ritual feasts were offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. The kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold. The streets would have huge columns and huge archways made of gold. The horses and cows were dressed in gold. The Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. The Indus River was called Hiranmaya, the river of gold in Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was called Hiranyavartini in Atharva Veda. The gold is a supreme element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked in and adorned in gold because it preserves the enlightenment energy for thousands of years and it lasts forever. So now let us look at the various traditional offerings that can be offered to Devi Parashakti today on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And the first thing is the e-hundi offering. This is similar to the hundi offerings in the temple where the devotees can offer any token of gratitude of their choice. And just as every temple, has the hundi where we can make our offerings of gratitude and devotion. So also you can now make the e-hundi offerings to Devi Parashakti as you prepare to receive Devi's darshan and blessings today. So now let us look at this verse which describes Devi's love for true devotion. This verse says, Bhakti Priya Bhakti Kamya Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharada Radhya Sharvani Sharmadaini. The translation of this verse, it says Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion and she removes all fear. If there is any fear in the minds of the devotee, Devi is sure to remove that fear. It is stated that Devi likes to be worshipped in autumn. Here it is meant the autumn of our lives when our thoughts turn more and more inwards. The role of the divine is known and understood clearly. The need for Devi worship then becomes so. Shambhavi is the consort of Shambhu or Lord Shiva. Sharadaradhya means the one who is worshipped by Devi Sharada, Devi Saraswati. Sharvani is the wife of Lord Shiva. In the Linga Purana, it says Lord Shiva is called Sharva in his earth form. Sharmadaini is Devi who bestows happiness on her devotees, and you can make this offering of the e-hundi offerings to Devi Parashakti as your offering of the Kanika, the token of gratitude, of love and devotion, and Devi Parashakti showers her love and compassion on all her devotees. So you can make this offering of the e-hundi on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. The next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Sankalpa chanting, the conscious resolution. And this verse from Devi Mahatmyam, chapter 12, verse 34 describes Devi Parashakti. And this verse says, the goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess, being prayed without interest in anything, gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives wealth in the materialistic sense. And you can make the offering of the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution, and the devotee is blessed with all the fruition of the desires and wishes that he is yearning for. So you can make the offering of the Sankalpa chanting, the conscious resolution to Devi Parashakti on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. The next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Sahasranama Swarnakasu. This is the offering of the pure gold coin inscribed with one of the 1008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti. And in the Lalita Sahasranama, Devi is described as Nama Parayana Prita, she who likes the repetition of her various names. And this offering of the Sahasranama Swarnakasu, the coin inscribed with one of the 1008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti. This is a very special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of Devi Parashakti. And you can offer the gold coins in any of 3 different denominations, and you can offer any number of coins as your token of gratitude. And when you offer these pure gold coins inscribed with the sacred names of Devi Parashakti herself, which describe her Ananta Kalyana Gunas, the divine qualities of Devi Parashakti, you are blessed to imbibe these very divine qualities of Devi Parashakti. So you can make the offering of the And the next offering to Devi Parashakti embedded with pearl, and Devi is described in various verses as the one who's adorned with pearl. So let us look at this one verse which describes Devi Parashakti's beauty and splendor as she is adorned with pearls and gems. This verse says, मुक्ताहारलसत्किरीटरुचिरां पूर्णेन्दुवक्त्रप्रभां शिञ्जन्नूपुरकिङ्किणिमणिधरां पद्मप्रभाभासुरां सर्वाभीतफलप्रदां गिरिसुतां वाणीरमासेवितां मीनाक्षीं प्रणतोऽस्मि सन्ततमहं कारुण्यवारां निधिम्. The translation of this verse: I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls and the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of lotus, who grants all the wishes, the daughter of the mountain, who is worshipped by goddesses Vani and Rama. I remain ever bowing to the goddess Meenakshi, the ocean of compassion. And you can make this offering of the Mukta Anguti, the pearl finger ring, to Devi Parashakti today, and receive her blessings to be showered by her pure love and compassion in all your business endeavors. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the gold lotus flower. And the gold is a divine flower in the Hindu tradition and is mentioned in various scriptures in the Hindu tradition in the worship of Paramashiva, in the worship of the divine. So let us look at this one verse from the Kamika Agama, which describes one of the many significance of the gold lotus in the worship of the divine. This verse says, अष्टविद्येश्वरोपेत कुम्भावरणसंयुतं सर्वे ससूत्रवस्त्राद्या हेमपङ्कजभूषिताः सपिदनः सकुरचश्च पक्वबिल्वफलप्रभा स्नपनध्यायसंसिद्धा प्रवाणेन समन्विताः. The translation of this verse, it says, all the kalashas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with a new, adorned with the lotus flower made of gold. And there are hundreds of scriptural references in the Hindu scriptures for using the lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. Almost everything in the worship of the ultimate involving the consecration of the deities of worship or meditating on the mudras and asanas used during worship involves the lotus flower, the lotus leaf, the lotus pericarp, the lotus petals. The lotus is the divine flower in the Hindu tradition. The Shakti of Paramashiva is also called a lotus. The base of the Paramashiva Linga is a lotus. The disciple of Paramashiva is also considered a lotus, the one who is about to bloom. And you can make this offering of the gold lotus in any of 3 different sizes as you would wish to offer. And be blessed to have the state, space, powers, and being of Devi Parashakti in your inner space amidst any and every adverse situations in life. And you can make this offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the gold lotus flower, to Devi Parashakti on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Swarna Metti, the gold torrent. And this verse from Saundarya Lahari describes the beauty of Devi Parashakti. It says, Nakadididi Sanchanna Namajjanatamo Guna Padadvaya Prabhajala Parakrita Saroruha. The translation of this verse, it says, "You whose brightness from the toenails destroy the darkness of ignorance from the minds of your devotees who prostrate at your feet, you whose brightness from your 2 feet overpowers that of the lotus flower too." And you can make this offering of the Swarnamati, the gold toe ring, to Devi Parashakti, to adorn her sacred lotus feet and be in constant gratitude for receiving her blessing in even the most difficult aspects of life. So you can make this offering of the Swarnamati, the gold toe ring, on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Swarna Mangtika, the gold hairline jewelry. And Devi is described as Sudha Sharabi Varshini, she who makes a nectar flow in all our nerves from the Sahasrara, she who gives the very pleasant experience of the ultimate. And the Swarna Mangtika represents the nectar overflowing from the Sahasrara chakra, which is fully opened with the sacred sentiment of gratitude. You can make the offering of the Swarna Mangtika, the gold hairline jewelry, to Devi Parashakti, and receive her blessings for achieving the blissful state of overflowing gratitude and space of complete completion. And you can make this offering on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And this Lahari describes the beauty and grace of Devi Parashakti's sacred lotus feet. And it states that the nails of Devi Parashakti have been sharpened by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestial beings who always prostrate before Devi. And Tamoguna in this verse is the darkness and is indicative of the ignorance in the minds of the devotees. And by constantly prostrating before Devi Parashakti, their ignorance is removed and they attain the ultimate knowledge. And you can make this offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, the one of the most sacred ritualistic offerings of gratitude from disciple to Guru. You can make this offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja and receive the blessings and all auspiciousness in your life. You can receive the blessings from Devi Parashakti herself and the Nijavatara of Devi Parashakti, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. You can make this offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spirit service, helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you, and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is e-Kailasa.
I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model community. Kailasa, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world.
All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. It's a fundamental truth.
Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystems.
I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die within next 3 years. Just don't die within next 3 years. Be alive. Somehow be alive. I'm working sincerely. I will reach you somehow. Somehow I will reach you. It's my commitment to humanity. Just don't die within the next 3 years. I will reach you wherever you are, whichever corner of the world you may be. I will reach you with enlightenment. You manifesting the space, state, powers, being Paramashivoham. It is possible, and it is possible for you. Paramashivoham will reach you with enlightenment science. I know he is going to do the job. Just be alive for next 3 years. Nothing else.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. Direct spiritual support. And we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Ekailashians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
E-Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. E-Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time.
Yes, Nithyananda, well, the technical glitch. And with this, now we'll be looking at a summary of the various offerings that we can make to Devi Parashakti. So we can make the e-Hundi offerings in any amount and in multiple currencies. The Sankalpa chanting, which is the offering of the conscious resolution to Devi Parashakti. The offering of the Devi Sahasranama Swarnakasa, which is the pure gold coin inscribed with one of the 1008 names of Devi Parashakti. The Mukta Anguti, the offering of the gold finger ring embedded with pearl. The Pushpa, the gold lotus flower for Devi Parashakti, which can be offered in 3 different sizes. The Swarnameti, the offering of the gold, the Vastra Seva, the offering of the, which is offered to Devi Parashakti. So you can make these various offerings on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And let us now look at the website where you can make all of these offerings to Parashakti today as your token of gratitude and devotion as you celebrate the happening of Devi Parashakti in your lives. So here we have the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas, and you can scroll down and click on the links on step 2 to make your offerings of e-hundi, which is the offering of any amount in multiple currencies. And you can also make the offering of the ornaments and sevas, the traditional sevas and ornaments, also on the link on step 2. And if you'd like to make an intention to make an offering today and receive your blessings from Devi Parashakti, to manifest your intention into reality, you the form on step 1. And once you've made your traditional offerings of ornaments or any of the sevas, you can also fill out the details of the sankalpa, the conscious resolution for yourself and your family members on the form on step 3. So now let us look at the website where you can make all of the traditional offerings. So the e-hundi offerings can be made in multiple currencies of US dollars, Australian dollars, New Zealand dollars, Canadian dollars, euros, Indian rupees, Singaporean dollars, the Malaysian ringgit, the Great Britain pound, and the Chinese yen. And you can make this offering in any amount of your choice. And the traditional offerings of the ornaments and sevas can be made on the website also. You can make the offering of the Sankalpa chanting, the conscious resolution, the Devi Sahasranama Swarna Kasu, which is the pure gold coin inscribed with one of the 1008 sacred names of Devi Parashakti. The coins can be offered in 3 different denominations and any number of coins may be offered. The Mukta Anguti, the gold finger ring with pearl. This offering can be made in 3 different sizes. The Swarna Padma Pushpa, the gold lotus flower. This offering can also be made in 3 different sizes. The Swarnametti, the gold toe ring for the sacred lotus feet, and the Swarnamangtika, the Parashakti. The Pratyaksha Pada Puja and the Vastra Seva, the offerings of the traditional sevas, Devi Parashakti, and any of the traditional ornaments and sevas, you can make these offerings on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And with that, now let us look at the further segments of this program. We also have some exciting announcements. So let us move into the further segments of this program where we will be learning more about the various happenings in Kailasa and also receive the darshan of Devi Parashakti.
Nithyanandam, everyone. Welcome back. So I have one exciting news to share with you all. If as I projected, you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page. You can see the exciting news that I'm going to read it out as it is. The Office of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism thanks the Lord Mayor Irias Lukwago for furthering the bilateral relationship of Kailasa Nation and the Republic of Uganda. Our nations share an enduring friendship, reaffirming the willingness of the Kailasa Nation and the Republic of Uganda to meet the challenges of the future together. The Lord Mayor Irias Lukwago had remarked this bilateral relationship as a step to eradicate hunger, youth leadership, holistic health, education initiatives, environmental stewardship, and sustainable living. At the opening session of the CEC retreat, based on its principles of Kailasa, supports many causes such as global peace, ahimsa, gender equality, fight against global warming, universal free access to holistic education and healthcare. Towards these goals, we have established many organizations and initiatives around the world. Using the science of enlightenment, we have had breakthroughs in education, health, and human potential. Kailasa has created special schools for children and youth that have taken ordinary children and turned them into extraordinary leaders and achievers who become contributing citizens. Being the benchmark in various fields in Hindu sciences like yoga, we have designed and conducted meditation and yoga programs to relieve from various elements such as diabetics, hypertension, and programs to help pregnant women have healthier pregnancies. We look forward to furthering and deepening our relations with the Republic of Uganda and build together prosperous future. At the office of the Lord Mayor, KCCA, the Lord Mayor Irias Lukwago giving opening remarks at the opening session of CEC retreat to consider the matter of pending ordinances. These include the bill for Kampaga capital city markets, taxi management, regulation of street trade order, outdoor advertising, Boda management, and gender-based violence ordinances. We shall have registered mileage in the direction of having these vital instruments in place. These are so many other city operations which are not guided by any legal framework. These range from administration and management of markets to streaming of transport operators in the city, etc. The Lord Mayor betoned that these instruments will save the institution and attendant costs that come with illegal operations outside the purview of the law due to quick fixes. He also introduced to members the partnerships with ICLEI under the Enact ENACT project and Urban Article C of the Paris Agreement and the bilateral agreement which he has established with Kailasa Nation to eradicate hunger, youth leadership, holistic health, education initiative, environmental stewardship, and sustainable living. I'm also going to project the pictures. This office of the Lord Mayor, KCCA. Yes. So I request all of you to share this great, exciting news on all your social media platforms and spread this great news. And with this, let's get prepared for the Alive Satsang. Please sit straight. Please sit straight and inhale deeply, exhale deeply. Sit with a deep healing connection and a strong space of gratitude. With the space of gratitude, let's start chanting the Mahavakya to receive the darshan and the satsang. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अरुणाचले अवेदभुजाम्बिके मधुरापुरी मीनाक्षी समयपुर इन्द्राक्षी काञ्ची कामाक्षी काशी विशालाक्षी कैलास ज्ञानाक्षी नित्यानन्द शिवशङ्करि शापविमोचनि शोकविनाशिनि शास्त्रत्वे सहिते शिवशम्भु शुभङ्करि शुम्भरि शुम्भपदास्तत्वे सकल मनोहरि सुन्दरि सर्ववशङ्करि शङ्कर दोषकृते जय परमेश्वरि नित्यसुमङ्गलि नित्यनितेश्वरि पालय कटाक्षि सूक्ष्म विवेक्षणि कांक्षित साक्षित सर्वकृते भजन शाश्वत मानस भावित कामित याचित पूर्णकृते सुकर सुखीकृत दुष्कर नाश कृते जननिन्दित तोद कृते जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमङ्गलि नित्य नितेश्वरि पालय माम्। शिव शब्द निनाद मृदङ्ग श्रुते कुरु नृत्य ममाधिपते शिव नटराज समेत हिताण्डवलास्य कृते शिव हर्ष कृते जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमङ्गलि नित्य नितेश्वरि पालय माम् बहु अवतार कृते जनपालित शासित भूमि पवित्र कृते युग शम्भविते सकल नित्यानन्द रूप शरीर कृते परमशिवेश्वरि नित्य महेश्वरि नित्य कलामयि नित्य नुते परमशिवेश्वरि नित्य महेश्वरि नित्य कलामयि नित्य नुते जय परमेश्वरि नित्य सुमङ्गलि नित्य नुतेश्वरि
ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி கர்மங்களை கொண்டிட வந்தாய் நித்யானந்த தர்ம மண்ணில் வென்றிட வந்தாய் கர்மங்களை கொண்டிட வந்தாய் நித்யானந்த தர்ம மண்ணில் வென்றிட வந்தாய் தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி தீனிலே அண்டமெங்கும் வாழுகின்ற தேவியும் நீயே இந்த பிண்டத்திலும் வாழுகின்ற ஆவியும் நீயே அண்டமெங்கும் வாழுகின்ற தேவியும் நீயே இந்த பிண்டத்திலும் வாழுகின்ற ஆவியும் நீயே துண்டத்திலே தீயனவே சிரிப்பவள் நீயே துண்டத்திலே தீயனவே சிரிப்பவள் நீயே யோக தண்டத்தையும் தந்த நித்திய ஞானத்தின் தாயே யோக தண்டத்தையும் தந்த நித்திய ஞானத்தின் தாயே தீனிலே பிறந்தவளே நித்ய ஆனந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி நித்யானந்தத்தியே நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி
தக்க நடராஜா சங்கதிமி தக்க ஜுனு நடராஜா
ஓம் நித்யானந்தேஸ்வர பரமசிவசமாரம்பாம் நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி பரமசக்தி மத்யமாம் அஸ்மதாச்சார்ய பர்யந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம். I welcome you all with my love and blessings. I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus, de facto Kailashians from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvagnya Pita Kartas, Sarvagnya Pita Yajamans, Sarvajñapita manifestors, Sarvaparityagis, Shrimahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Kailasa's e-Gurukul students, Kailasa's NHU students, Kailasa's ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, e-diplomats, citizens, consulate generals and supporters, and Mantreshwaras, Vidyeshwaras, Ganeshwaras, Lokeshwaras, Astreshwaras. I welcome all of you sitting with us all over the world, and all those watching live on Kailasa TV, Kailasa's Nithyananda TV, Kailasa's HN TV, and other social media platforms all over the world through YouTube, Facebook, the other social media platform. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa on this auspicious Vijayadasami day. My blessings to all of you, the whole universe. On this auspicious Vijayadasami day, I'll reveal the cosmic signs of Shaktis. Listen to it intensely. You will receive not only knowledge but experience. So you can start living it, manifesting it, enjoying it. On this auspicious Vijayadasami day, all the blessings to all of you sitting with us everywhere, from every corner of the world and from all lokas of the universe. As the living manifestation of Paramashiva, Nijavatara, today successfully I have completed the 41st Chaturmasya on this incarnation. Blessings to every one of you on this auspicious occasion. Now, listen to the cosmic signs, cosmic revelations, ultimate sacred secrets related to the Shaktis. Understand, the modern day science is able to understand using the human mind the four forces. Listen. Modern day science is able to understand four forces using human mind. One, gravitation. the power of gravity, gravitation power. Second, electromagnetic force. Third, weak nuclear force. Fourth, strong nuclear force. I want to give you some of the powerful sacred secrets, revelations to all of you, so you can understand these powers and forces in the higher level, from the higher dimensions. Understand? Whatever is happening in Brahmanda is happening in Pindanda. Whatever is happening in macrocosm is happening in microcosm. If you understand the laws of gravity, all the laws related to gravity, all the understandings human mind reach about gravity, you can easily understand the greed happening inside you. Greed and gravity is one and the same. Greed happening in the macrocosm is gravity. Gravity happening in the microcosm is greed. Listen. Greed happening in the macrocosm is gravity. Gravity happening in the microcosm is greed. If you map all the understandings you have about gravity on your greed, and all the understandings you have about the principle of greed on the principle of gravity, you will have powerful insights about your life. Gravitating is nothing but greed for more. Greed for more. Listen carefully. The greed for more happening in the macrocosm is gravity. The gravity happening in the microcosm is greed. Study all the principles related to gravitation in every level, whether Newton's initial level theories or Einstein's quantum level theories or the modern day recent parallel universe, parallel life understandings and revelations. Study all of it. Map all of it to your greed. How your greed functions. How your greed becomes active or passive, aggressive or regressive, how it exists, how it manifests, how it manipulates, how it becomes life positive, sometimes life negative. Understand? How you attract, you gravitate what you want towards your life, you will be empowered with the knowledge, science, power of manifesting what you want If you understand principle of gravity and map it to the principle of greed. Listen. Listen intensely. Listen deeply. I sincerely recommend and request all of you to study a little bit about gravity with this clarity, with this context. How the gravity happening in the macrocosm and the greed happening in the microcosm is one and the same. You will realize many deep sacred secrets, powerful revelations about greed. If you know the inner nuances, sacred secrets about the greed, you will simply know how to manifest it, how to gravitate what you want in your life, and why you are gravitating even things which you don't want in your life. You will understand your life, what is happening in microcosm, in your existence, more clearly, deeply, and you will also gravitate what you want, and you will stop gravitating what you don't want. For that, understanding gravitation as per the science happening in the macrocosm, able to map it to your microcosm. Listen. I am repeating. Gravity happening in the macrocosm and greed happening in the microcosm both function on the same principles, on the same cosmic law, on the same truths, on the same foundation. So, listen intensely. Today's satsang is a very powerful message about the science of Shaktis. Listen to it at least 5 times. Only then you will be able to grasp the whole thing. Only then you will be able to enjoy the whole thing. Only then you will be able to internalize the whole thing. Only then you will be able to manifest it as an experience. So now, listen. The first understanding about gravity and greed. As I said, happening in the macrocosm is gravity. Gravity happening in the microcosm is greed. That's the first principle. First understanding. The second force is electromagnetic force. Fear happening in the macrocosmic level is electromagnetic force, and electromagnetic force happening in microcosmic level is fear. Understand? All the principles human mind knows about the fear. All the laws, principles, science, human mind knows about the electromagnetic force. Apply them to the fear you experience in your microcosm. You will realize so many deeper level truths about fear. You will just conquer fear, and you will know how to use fear in your life. Listen. All the understandings you have about fear, map it to electromagnetic force. You will have more understanding. You may even land in new understandings, revelations, inventions, discoveries related to electromagnetic force. You may discover new laws, principles, reach new level of understanding about the electromagnetic force. If you reveal, if you map all your internal understandings about fear, if you map all the scientific understandings, revelations, principles about electromagnetic force on fear, you will have more understanding about fear. And all the understandings you have about fear, if you map it on electromagnetic force, you will have more understanding about electromagnetic force. Electromagnetic force happening in macrocosm is fear. Fear happening in the macrocosm, cosmos, is electromagnetic force. Let me repeat. Electromagnetic force happening in microcosm, inside your system, is fear. Fear happening in the macrocosm, cosmos, is electromagnetic force. Let me repeat. Gravity, gravitating, happening in microcosm is greed. Greed happening in the macrocosm, cosmos, is gravity. Fear happening in the macrocosmic level is electromagnetic force. Electromagnetic force happening in the microcosmic level, fear. Listen. Just these two principles, any of you start analyzing, mapping, organizing, easily you will get Nobel Prize. Because there is so much Eastern science, Upanishads, about fear and greed.
There is so much the modern science has analyzed and understood about gravity and electromagnetic force. Many things will complement each other. Many of the understandings about the electromagnetic force and gravitation force by the modern science, if you map them to the understandings about fear and greed by the Upanishads and Agamas, the Hindu scriptures, you will land on many revelations, discoveries, understandings, powers in the inner world and in the outer world, in microcosm and in the macrocosm. What I am revealing is some of the fundamental principles, fundamental discoveries. This Chaturmasya, whole 4 months, I spent in such intense samadhi. Whatever Paramashiva has revealed to me in this intense samadhi, I am revealing it to all of you now. Gravity in microcosm is greed. Greed in macrocosm is gravity. Electromagnetic force in microcosm is fear. In macrocosmic level is electromagnetic force. Third force, human mind decoded, is weak nuclear force. Listen, weak nuclear force. Powerful cognitions happening in microcosm is the weak nuclear force. Listen, I'm repeating. In microcosm, the powerful cognitions you experience are the equivalent to weak nuclear force. In the cosmos, macrocosmic level, when powerful cognitions are revealed by cosmos to cosmos, when it manifests powerful cognitions, that is the weak nuclear force. The weak nuclear force manifesting in the microcosmic level is powerful cognitions. Powerful cognitions manifesting in the macrocosmic level is weak nuclear force. All the laws, principles related to weak nuclear force, take them and map to your powerful cognitions. When you manifest powerful cognitions, what happens in you? Map it. You will have so much understanding and revelations. Whenever you get the powerful cognitions, what happens in you? Absorb that. Absorb and observe. Map that into the macrocosmos The macrocosmic principles of weak nuclear force. So much understanding, revelation about the weak nuclear force. Listen. Whenever you get a powerful cognition, a powerful inspiration, like unclutching, understanding, clutching is the powerful cognition. What happens to you in the microcosmic level? It is actually equivalent to the weak nuclear force happening in the macrocosmic level. Whatever happens to you, whenever you get the powerful cognitions inside you, map that understandings to the weak nuclear force, you will have more revelations, inventions, discoveries about the weak nuclear force. And whatever you know, science knows about the weak nuclear force, map them to your powerful cognitions. You will have so much revelations inside, and you will be able to manifest so many powers inside. The greed in you is equivalent to gravity in the universe. The fear in you is equivalent to electromagnetic force in the universe. The powerful cognitions you experience is equivalent to weak nuclear force in the universe. All common practicing Hindus reach up to this 3 level. The 4th, strong nuclear force. Strong nuclear force is equivalent to initiation. Initiation, diksha, by an incarnation, living incarnation. Listen. Strong nuclear force happening in the microcosmic level is diksha, initiation. Diksha, initiation happening in the macrocosmic level is strong nuclear force. Every principle, understanding, ideas, scientific revelations you know about the strong nuclear force, map them to the microcosmic experience of initiation. You will have so much of understanding, clarity, revelations about the power of initiation. You will be able to absorb initiation more and use initiation more. Get the best out of initiation. Same way, everything you know about the power of initiation in the microcosmic level, map it to the strong nuclear force of macrocosmic level. You will have not just new discoveries, inventions, revelations, new principles. You will be empowered to use the strong nuclear force in the macrocosmic level also. You can use just Surya Namaskar, sun salutation, to build your body internally, externally as you want without the help of anything else. Because sun salutation, Surya Namaskar, is nothing but using strong nuclear force of the sun to empower the microcosm you are carrying. Surya Namaskar is a direct initiation from Surya. Listen. I will repeat. Greed is gravity. Fear is equivalent to electromagnetic force. Powerful cognitions are equivalent to weak nuclear force, soft nuclear force, initiation by me, Paramashiva, directly is equivalent to strong nuclear force. Listen, all of you. So listen. Gravity happening in the macrocosmic level is greed. Greed happening in the macrocosmic level is gravity. Electromagnetic force happening in the microcosmic level is fear. Fear happening in the macrocosmic level is electromagnetic force. Weak nuclear force happening in the microcosmic level is powerful cognitions. Powerful cognitions happening in the macrocosmic level is weak nuclear force. Strong nuclear force happening in the microcosmic level is initiation by me, Paramashiva, directly, and initiation by Paramashiva directly happening in the macrocosmic level is strong nuclear force. Understand these four forces. Human mind was able to decode through science. Science was able to decode through human mind. Now I am revealing the fifth force, fifth power. Listen. The fifth one is power of consciousness. Power of consciousness. I'll define it elaborately. I'll explain it elaborately. Listen. You all know about greed. It's too easy to know. Fear. You all know the fundamental definitions and understandings about fear. Powerful cognitions. Almost all practicing Hindus will know the principle of powerful cognitions. When you get powerful insights, revelations from Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana, and it clicks with you inside, becomes Atma Pramana. That's what I call powerful cognitions. Those powerful cognitions are like weak nuclear force. And all my disciples, you know the power of initiation. The initiation is strong nuclear force. These four fundamental principles, powers, you all know. Now I am giving you the revelations, sacred secrets about the next fifth force. There are actually 14 forces. I will reveal the fifth force now. Fifth force is power of consciousness. Power of consciousness means just knowing the truth. Paramashiva is there not because you believe. It's a truth. Paramashiva is real, is truth. It is simply conscious. As your consciousness is the reality, the existence of Paramashiva is real. The principle with which Paramashiva operates this universe is real. His existence is real. The principle with which he operates is real. The principle of Paramashiva is called Linga, Dharma. Listen. Just knowing the reality is consciousness. Just knowing the reality happening in microcosmic level is consciousness. Consciousness happening in the macrocosmic level is Paramashiva. Paramashiva is real, is consciousness. When you experience the fifth force, the conscious power, then I can reveal the sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth forces. Before you experience the fifth force, if I start revealing the sixth, seventh, it may just go above your head. The sixth, seventh, eighth, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. Revelations about these forces, I am going to do it as classes and programs for the committed disciples, not economically, but consciously. Sincere seekers that need not be revealed to people who are not that interested. It should be revealed to people who are really committed and interested. Let me first reveal these 5 forces and make this as an initiation and experience, conscious experience to all of you. Whether you are just ordinary clerk doing a regular job, or a beggar in the street, homeless person in the roadside, or statesman ruling a nation, a powerful personality, influencer in the field of entertainment or music, politics, religion, society, in any level you may be, whoever you may be. Understanding about these 5 forces will enrich your life, empower your life, enlighten you. Enlighten you. Everything science decoded related to gravitation, gravity, using the human mind, map it to your microcosmic level experience called greed. You will be empowered how to gravitate what you want and how not to gravitate what you don't want. Everything modern science has decoded about electromagnetic force, internalize, map it to the fear you experience in the microcosmic level, insecurities you go through, fears you go through. Map all those principles related to electromagnetic force to the experience of fear in your life, in your being. You will have so much clarity about fear. You will know how to use fear, how not to get affected by fear, how not to get affected by insecurities, how not to become life negative due to fears. I tell you, last 4 months, this Chaturmasya, being in the space of Paramashiva and Paramashiva darshans, Paramashakti darshans, continuously, all the great things Paramashiva revealed to me, Paramashakti revealed to me, I am revealing it to all of you now, sharing it with all of you now. Maybe in next few satsangs, I can bring some of the principles of gravitation force, gravity, and map it and show you how the greed functions in you. And same way, some of the principles, revelations about greed by Upanishads, map it to gravitation and give you the deeper, new revelations and principles and theories. Possible new discoveries, new inventions about the gravitation principle. This will empower you in the outer world and enlighten you in the inner world, in both level. In both level, it will empower you and enlighten you. Understand? Same way, all the principles science has decoded about the electromagnetic forces. If you map it to the fears and insecurities and phobias you go through, you will become so clear about fear and the effects of fear in your life. How to use fear and not to get used by fear. How to master fear. How not to be slave for fears and insecurities. Understand? When you get caught in fear and insecurities and phobias, you become life negative. Not only you commit suicide, you kill your consciousness. You see, suicide is not just destroying your body. You become Brahmarakshas after that. It's not that just when you destroy the body, everything ends. No. You can't end because you are eternal. Even if you kill your body, you don't have death. It's a truth. Suicide is actually just like cutting some limbs of your body. If you just cut your hand, you think everything will end? No, it is only going to be more painful. Same way, destroying your body is only destroying part of you. You can't destroy yourself. It is impossible. You exist. No one can destroy you, including yourself. That's a great boon you have. That's a good news. That's not bad news. You just need to understand how the fear, insecurity, phobias pushes you into life negativity and get out of it. That's all. So listen. If you know how to map principles of gravitation, principles of electromagnetic force, principles of weak nuclear force, principles of strong nuclear force into your microcosmic level, simply you know how to manifest powers. The science of power manifestation will just become reality in you if you just know how to map these four powers to your microcosmic level happenings. I'll repeat. The gravitation happening in the microcosm, when it happens in the, listen. Gravitation, which is happening in the macrocosm, when it happens in microcosm, it's greed. Magnetic force happening in the macrocosm, when it is happening in your microcosm, it is called fear. Weak nuclear force happening in the macrocosm, when it happens in the microcosm, it's called powerful cognitions. Example for powerful cognitions is unclutching, complete completion, sahaja samadhi, nirvigalpa samadhi. All these are powerful cognitions. That's a weak nuclear force happening in the microcosmic level. Initiation happening in the microcosmic level is strong nuclear force happening in the macrocosmic level. Strong nuclear force happening in the macrocosmic level, the same thing when it is happening in the microcosmic level, it's called initiation by me, by an incarnation, by Paramashiva directly. When Paramashiva initiates the microcosm, it is Diksha. When Paramashiva initiates the macrocosm universe, it's called strong nuclear force. The fifth is the fifth principle, fifth power, fifth force is consciousness. The example for consciousness is Paramashiva is real not because you have greed to get what you want from Paramashiva, not because you have fear and Paramashiva should protect you, not because you want to use Paramashiva as a powerful cognition and enrich your life, not because you want to get initiation from Paramashiva and empower yourself. Paramashiva is real because he is real. That is consciousness. He is real beyond all these four. That is consciousness. That is consciousness. Paramashiva is real, happening in microcosmic level is consciousness happening. Paramashiva is real, happening in the macrocosmic level is the reality of Paramashiva. Existence of Paramashiva. Existential principle or principal existence of Paramashiva. The principal, primordial, Adi, original, source existence of Paramashiva happening in the microcosmic level is consciousness. Consciousness happening in the macrocosmic level is the primordial, primal, original, Adi, source existence, principle of reality, the real principle, fundamental principle of the cosmos. Paramashiva is real. Paramashiva happening in the macrocosmic level is consciousness. Consciousness happening in the macrocosmic level is Paramashiva. Paramashiva happening in the microcosmic level is consciousness. Consciousness happening in the macrocosmic level is Paramashiva. Paramashiva is real. Is consciousness. This is the fifth force, fifth reality. Power of power of consciousness. Today, I am introducing these 5 forces, the principles about 5 forces, and initiating all of you, empowering all of you, consciously enlightening all of you. In further satsangs, I'll map how the gravitation can be mapped to greed, how the electromagnetic force can be mapped to fear, how the weak nuclear force principles can be mapped to powerful cognitions, how the strong nuclear principles can be mapped to initiation, empower you, all of you, enlighten all of you more and more, and also will reveal the power of consciousness. If you travel through the same logic, gravity, electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force, strong nuclear force, you can easily take a jump into consciousness. Science can explore consciousness if they travel this path, because by the time they travel this path and understand these 4 powers, they will understand the uniting principle. So they will know the road to travel. First to second, second to third, third to fourth, and fourth to fifth. Science can use consciousness for betterment of the human life on this planet Earth. If they can understand these principles step by step, step by step, and get involved into knowing the reality. I know, especially for my disciples, this satsang is a feast, maybe 10-course full meal. You need to watch this satsang at least 5 times. And I want each one of you to do little Google research. Study the fundamentals about gravity and greed. What modern day science says about gravity and what Upanishads reveal about greed. What modern day science say about electromagnetic force and what Upanishads reveal about fear. What modern day science reveals about weak nuclear force and what Upanishads reveal about powerful cognitions. What modern day science reveals about strong nuclear force and what Upanishads reveal about initiation, diksha. What modern day science reveals about consciousness. Modern day science is yet to decode about consciousness, but what reveal about consciousness? Understand, map it, internalize it, have Vakyartha Sadas. You will simply start manifesting more and more powers, more and more enlightenment. The quality of your living enlightenment will just shoot up. And you will understand Hinduism is real, most scientific religion. It's literally beyond science. It can lead science to the next level. Any one of you, especially my disciples, most of you are exposed to modern day science and this ancient science I'm revealing. If you start mapping, analyzing, you will discover so many principles related to external world and internal world. Simply you will get Nobel Peace Prize or Nobel Prizes. In many fields, not just peace. In many fields, you will get Nobel Prize. Maybe there will be a time many of you will be receiving Nobel Prizes for revealing many principles, sacred secrets from the principle, from the truths I am revealing in these satsangs. There is so much to tell. There is so much to tell. I will reveal them step by step in further satsangs. And classes and sessions and programs for committed disciples. Understand? What's the difference between a viewer, common practicing Hindu, and committed disciple? A commonly practicing Hindu is integrated to these great truths. No doubt. He may fail and succeed, he may go ups and downs, but he will revive himself, rebuild himself, practice, struggle, manifest. A committed disciple is not just individually integrated, he takes the responsibility for collective integrity. He wants to be part of this Kailasa ecosystem, bringing collective integrity and take this to the whole world. Make whole world benefit from this. I am looking for those kind of people who are interested in taking collective integrity, responsibility for collective integrity. I am looking for those beings who wants to take responsibility for collective integrity and gather all of you and form the government of Kailasa. To the government of Kailasa, I will reveal the deeper truths and sacred secrets about the sixth force, seventh force, eighth force, ninth force, 10th force, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th forces. There are 14 forces, powers. These 5, I have revealed it to everyone. From 6th, I'll be revealing, initiating, empowering, enlightening people who want to take the responsibility for collective integrity, making this greater science called Hinduism useful to the whole universe. So if you are interested in becoming part of Kailasa government, want to take the responsibility for collective integrity, you can declare your commitments through the social media now, either through YouTube live chat or Facebook live comments, Twitter live messages. You can put your, whoever wants to take up the collective integrity, of taking this science to the whole universe. Want to spend your time. I am not looking for people with the treasure or people with the talent. I am looking for people who are ready to spend their time to take the responsibility for collective integrity. So you can take this science to the world and enrich the world, empower the world, let the whole world enjoy. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. You can put your comments, commitments. People who are part of the Kailasa government already, Adinavasis, Sannyasis, enrichers, causes, they will call you, connect with you. Let us form a larger government team of Kailasa who wants to take the responsibility for collective integrity. To them, I will share the next level powers, so you can take this. You can also enjoy, you can take this to the whole world. So this is the message on this Vijayadasami, auspicious Vijayadasami day. Let the victory be on all of us by the grace of Paramashiva. Let Paramashiva shower victory on all of us. Now, I bring not only the initiation as the living representation, living manifestation of Paramashiva, I bring consciousness of Paramashiva to everyone who is connected to me now, sitting all over the universe. Sit with your Atmalinga in your palms. You will receive the consciousness. Paramashiva himself manifesting and showering the powers related to gravity, electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force, strong nuclear force, and consciousness. Paramashiva, 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 Paramashiva. Let everyone experience the cosmic Kundalini, Paramashiva, awakening in all of us. Paramashiva, awakening in all of us. I'll give you a few minutes if you want to call. your family, friends, everyone for initiation. Call all of them, your pets, your kids, your family. Get all of them. Get the Atmalinga. Settle down. I'll give the initiation now. I'll start the initiation now. Whoever wants to commit to take the collective responsibility, you can put your messages in YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, in all the social media platforms. We are live, and gather your family, friends, your pets, kids, all with their Atmalinga for the initiation. If you don't have Atmalinga, you can pick up any stone, a small stone, and keep it in your hand. I'll energize that, do Prana Pratishta of that stone into Atmalinga, and bring conscious initiation to all of you. We'll start the initiation now. Please sit straight. Keep the Atmalinga in your hand. Just remember this one truth. Paramashiva is real. He is manifesting now as this Nijavatara in all of you. In every one of us, He Himself is manifesting.